Going here. We're going to get started in a comfortable seat. So cross-legged, if that doesn't work for you, you know what your options are. Really good idea to always just, really take a second, close your eyes, take some good deep breaths. It's so often that we are so busy, we don't take the time. And I would like you to really consider that. We're going to start with some good rolls. So take your hands on your knees and we'll start some big rolls here. I want to see that your elbows are poking out, your shoulders are moving around, your chin is tucked, your chin is lifted, your ear kind of like rolls to one shoulder and then the other ear goes to the other shoulder. Do use your core here because when you, especially like when you lean back, I want to make sure that you're keeping your core engaged to support your lower spine. Please breathe deeply in and out of your nose. Please pause and go in reverse. So whenever you add movement to a seated position like this, you can feel that the pelvis is moving and rocking forward and back. You can feel your ribs are also sliding forward, back, left, and right. Check in with those shoulders. Like I said, let the elbows stick out, let the shoulders roll, let the head move, because that way you can get a really good understanding of how you're feeling this morning. Also be aware that there's a good chance you put your more dominant leg in front when I asked you to cross your legs. So maybe consider when we finish rolling, changing out the leg that's in front. Just see what it does to you. Go ahead and just sit up nice and tall. I'm going to switch out my leg and see how that makes my body feel. When you are upright, I'm going to have you work into your eyeballs, face, and then neck. So please sit nice and tall. Open your eyes. With only your eyeballs, look up at the ceiling. With only your eyeballs, look down at your cheeks. Again. Cheeks. Up. Down. Eyes neutral. With only your eyeballs, look with your eyeballs to the right, to the left, again to the right, to the left. One more time. So does anybody else notice that's really hard to do? You really feel like the strain on the muscles of your eyeballs? Maybe do that more often. Okie doke, face yoga. So unhook your jaw. Put the tongue, the tip of the tongue on the back of the top teeth and open and close your jaw a few times. Close your mouth, but do big cheek puffs. A few of those. Unhook your jaw and move it left and right. Take it to the neck, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Watch what happens with this left shoulder. So if your left shoulder kind of goes, oh, let me follow you, I want you to really pull that left shoulder down. Stay here, but drop your chin to your right collarbone. Stay here and take your chin to the sky and hook your jaw here. Come back to neutral and drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And again, check in. What happens here with this right shoulder? Does it try to follow you? Staying there, but chin to the left collarbone. Stay there, chin to the ceiling. Kind of unhook your jaw. Come back to neutral, chin to the sky. Take your fingertips right under your jawline. So spread out your 4 fingers, put them underneath your jaw so that your index is right at this spot behind your earlobe, and pull down towards the scalenes of your chest and your collarbones. Do this several times. If you have any congestion ever, and that could be sinuses or a cold, this is an excellent way to help your body move some of that lymph that gets all caught in the lymph nodes there. Now, sitting upright, chin to chest, and a tiny semicircle left and right. Send those arms to the ceiling, stretch up nice and tall. Take a side stretch to the right with your right arm or hand down. Make sure your left sit bone stays down and reach vigorously with these left fingers over. Take your inhale out of that, switch sides. Notice immediately if you're tighter on one side or the other. Keep reaching with these right fingers. Take your inhale out of that. Straighten out your legs, please. Flex your toes to your shin bones. Sit up tall here, arms to sky. Reach for your feet. I'm going to give you 2 options here. So if you're not terribly flexible, you're just going to simply take a twist from here. Right hand on the outer calf, left hand behind, chin over left shoulder. If you can grab your left foot with your right hand, you're going to lift up your left leg. You're going to keep looking back behind you, creating a twist through the torso, but also that hamstring stretch. Switch out, arms to sky. Wherever you are is just fine. If you can reach the foot, you're going to pick it up, look over to the right. Please release. Send your arms to the ceiling. Take a deep fold, reaching for your toes. And again, if you can't reach for your toes, just reach for anything you can. Try Try to keep a straight spine here. So this is a fairly active stretch. We're not rounding here. Slowly come upright, take your arms forward, start to lean back and come into boat pose. So if you need to modify, hands will be behind your thighs and you can bend your knees. That should be pretty accessible. Otherwise, everything's up to the ceiling. 30 seconds, boat pose. And then place your feet and your hands down and lift up into reverse table, which is strength, but it's also a great stretch for your shoulders, so just feel that. Tuck your chin. You can stay here, or you can experiment with sending the hips through the arms, creating a little swing here, keeping your hips up. If you'd like, try that 2 more times to come from reverse. Slide your hips through, keep your core engaged. Do it 1 more time. That's pretty advanced, but you know, take your time, see if you can do it. As we meet back in reverse table, taking a deep breath in. Drop the hips again to the ground, but this time side boat. So you'll be on your left forearm, your legs will go to the left. This is pretty challenging as well, so if you prefer to be in something like boat, please take boat. You can have your arm up behind you, or you can take your arm out behind you to support yourself. So clearly this is working this right oblique. Try not to collapse on the left shoulder. Switch sides, flip over onto your right hip and right forearm. Your choice is arm high or arm behind. Take your inhale to come back to center and roll forward into ragdoll fold. So we'll even all of that out here, bending the knees a lot. Taking your arms, karate chop, head heavy. Drop the hands, pull the belly in, take a slow ragdoll. Up to standing, take your time. When you do rise, you can do some nice big shoulder rolls. Let the whole action go through the body. Shoulder rolls in reverse. Now interlace your hands, full chest opener. So when you're in this position, palms are together, drive the fist towards the heels. So you'll notice that the chest lifts, shoulder blades knit together, and then deep fold, hinging at your hips. Drop your head. Place your hands on the back of your thighs and slide down the back of your thighs. Place your hands on your shins. Create halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Again, hands on shins. And fold. 3 more. Breathe in. Full exhale. 2 more. Last one. Plant your hands, plank, forearm plank, or any modification of those two. 1 minute. Coming onto your belly. Wag your tail a few times. Make sure things are nice and relaxed. Rolling cobra. Zip your legs together. We take 10 rolling cobras. So think of it as sit-ups for your back. No butt engagement. Nose points down. No weight in the hands. Breathe in. And then exhale to release down. Keep going. And then take it to back traction. So curl your toe pads on the mat, be on your knees. Take your hips to your heels, bow your head. And then come forward with your chest up, shoulders down. 2 more. Last one. And then please take your knees directly underneath your hips, core engaged here for bird dog. Right leg straight back. Now check in with your hips here. Probably this left hip kind of dropped down when you lifted the leg, so just maybe place a hand on the sacrum and make sure things feel balanced. If you're able to, bring your left arm forward. This is a very important exercise, something that you could absolutely be doing daily because it involves a lot of strength through the core. It's an alternating side exercise and it's balanced. So it's really a absolute essential exercise. We're going to add a knee to nose. That's some more core. Stretch out long, knee to nose. 3 more. We're going to take it to half bow, which is another challenging exercise. Right knee will bend. If it's too much for you, you can just take your hand down. Otherwise, reaching around, grabbing the foot, and kicking into a back bend. And I fully understand this is a very challenging position. Please just take any place that feels good to you. You can just hang out and do cow-cats if you like. Go ahead and release that, coming back to that nice long stance. Take it to all fours. We will definitely cow-cat here. Taking it to bird dog on the other side. So when the left leg lifts, you may want to just take your hand and check in with your sacrum. Keep the core pulling in. Feel this asymmetry, right? It's completely asymmetrical exercise. On your exhale, knee to nose. Take it long. 4 more. Half bow, bending the knee if you're able to. You're going to be grabbing onto that foot, kicking into the back bend. Try not to slingshot, but come back out. Deep breath. And into all fours. Cow-cat, always cow-cat. It's a great neutralizer. It's a little bit of core. We're going to thread the needle. You have 2 choices for thread the needle. One is going to be this traditional thread the needle. The other is going to be with the leg out. So if you're new to yoga or you just don't feel like doing this version, you're going to be in an all fours. Everyone will have right arm high. You'll thread through, dropping this shoulder down. Option double bind. If you have the leg out to the left, you could grab your ankle with your right hand and still create your bind. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's so much better, but maybe it feels good to you. No pressure to do it in this way. Releasing slowly, take your left hand down. You will counter twist, so if your leg is out, you can counter twist with the leg out, right arm high. Take it back to all fours, do cow-cat. Thread the needle on the other side. If you're choosing to have the leg out, go for it. Right hand is your base, left arm is high. Now as you twist, the shoulder takes the weight. Option double bind. Counter twisting, and again, if your leg is out, keep it out because it's a great stretch for the inner thigh. With that left arm high, notice your range of motion left and right. And then come back into all fours position for cow cats. Take yourself into a downward facing dog and pedal out your feet, move down through your heels, wag your tail. If you really move your hips side to side, you can get a great stretch around the latissimus dorsi muscle that goes from your back and wraps around your upper arm bone, your humerus. Coming into hover dog for a little extra core. Take a deep breath in, lift up on tippy toes. On your exhale, hover the knees an inch off the ground. Hollow out your belly here, shoulders are apart, head is level. Push yourself back. Again, tippy toes, exhale, suck in the belly, hover. Inhale back, 3 more. Now lift your right leg up to the ceiling. On the exhale, suck it in, knee to nose, right leg high. To the first lunge. So this is where you really get those hips open. I'm going to have you put your left knee on the ground. I'm going to give you 2 choices here. You can either stack just your forearms on top of your right thigh, which in of itself is a fantastic add-on. If you would like a little more and some movement, interlace your hands behind your head, open up your chest here, look up. On your exhale, round and curl, chin to chest. 2 more. Reach your arms to the ceiling, take your hands down. Keep your left hand down, curl your left toes, and create a grounded twist. Please make sure your hips stayed level when you transferred the weight onto the left hand. Placing your right hand down, turn to the left. So give yourself just a few seconds here in a fold so you can even everything out and makes it a much easier transition to the other leg. Turn back to the top of your mat so you can put your right leg back, then left leg high, knee to nose, leg high. Lunge. So this first lunge is just very heavy front hip flexor stretch. Placing your right knee on the ground. Your choices, stack your arms over your left thigh, otherwise interlace your hands. So chest open or back bend, look up. On your exhale, round and curl. Again. One more time. Place your right hand down. Pick up your right knee if you're able to. You can always keep the knee down if you need to. Grounded twist. When you are here, it's very important that all the weight didn't just dump onto your right hip. You keep the hips as level as possible. hand down, turn to the right, hang in a fold position. You can nod your head yes to give yourself a little extra stretch through your neck. Turn back to the top of your mat, plant your hands and find yourself back in your dog. Lift your right leg high. Touch your right knee to your right elbow. Send your right leg high, forward into lunge. Standing splits. You can always grab your right ankle with your right hand or both hands. Send your left leg as high as you can possibly get it, nose to the knee. Then Shiva squats, suck it in, get low, kick it up high. 4 more. Put your feet together, fold, big toes together, space between your heels. Please stand up tall, reach up. Exhale, Utkatasana chair pose. So sit as low as you can possibly get, then take your fingers to your toes. Stay that low, arms high, fingers to toes. Arms high, fingers to toes. Inhale to left standing knee raise. Place your left hand on your left knee. Send your left knee to the left. Reach your right arm to the right. Bring yourself back to standing knee raise and land in a low lunge position. Now you may want to toe heel your right foot over so you get a really solid wide stance. Check in with your right knee and make sure it's just directly over the right ankle. Keep your core engaged, tail tucked, arms high, breathe in. On your exhale, hands to the heart, hover your left knee. Inhale your arms high, hover. Arms high, hover. Inhale over your right thigh with your hands together. Then open to warrior 2. Now the second you do that, there's a good chance this right knee went and it came in. So I want you to realign your right knee over your right ankle. Take extended side angle, right arm inside, left arm reaching high. Keep your right knee where it is, but reverse your warrior, right arm to the ceiling, reaching for the wall behind you. And then take it down to the mat. Downward dog. Left leg high. Left knee, left elbow. Left leg high. To your lunge. For standing splits. Shiva squats. And then right foot next to the left foot. Big toes together, stand up, Tadasana, reach up tall. Exhale, Utkatasana, sit low. Take your fingers to your toes, arms high. Fingers to toes, arms high, fingers to toes. Lift your right knee high, standing knee raise. Take your right hand to your right knee. Open your knee to the right as you stretch your left arm to the left. Bring your knee back to center and take low lunge. So when you drop down, that's your opportunity to toe heel your left foot over to the left. You want to check in with the left knee, arms high. On the exhale, hover the knee. Inhale up, 2 more. Then pour over your left thigh with your hands together and open to warrior 2. Check in with your left knee. Extended side angle. Reverse warrior. Stabilize the left knee. Don't let it move. Take yourself down to the mat. Downward dog. Move around. Right leg high. Right knee, left elbow. Right leg high to lunge. Standing splits. Shiva squats. Then feet together. Rise, Tadasana. Exhale, Utkatasana. Sit low, fingers to toes. Arms high, fingers to toes. High, toes. Left standing knee raise to full eagle. Left leg over and left arm under. You can always keep your left toes down as a kickstand. The goal in eagle is to squeeze. Squeeze your groin, squeeze underneath your arms. Dancers. So you had half bow earlier. That will prepare you for a good dancers. Right arm is high. You hold on to your left foot with your left hand. You can stay here or begin to kick into this posture, creating the back bend. Take your time to come slowly out of it, placing your foot on the ground, arms to sky. Exhale, deep forward fold. Take your half lift here and send your left foot back to lunge. Come up, high crescent. Exhale to the knee hovers. Inhale up, knee hover. Inhale up and knee hover. Inhale over the right leg. Heel open to warrior two. Check the right knee. Take extended side angle. Take reverse. And then take it down to the mat. Downward dog. Left leg high. Left knee, right elbow. Leg high. To lunge. Standing splits. Shiva squats. Kick, squat. Feet together, fold, stand up, Tadasana, Utkatasana. Last one, get low, fingers to toes. Arms high, toes high, toes. Standing knee raise, right knee comes up, full eagle. So right leg over, feel free to tap the toe if you need to. And then right arm under, squeeze. As you unravel, it's dancer's pose, but you can just stay here with your right knee bent, getting your quad open, or you can start to kick into the back bend. As you come out of that, take a deep lunge back. Set up your high crescent. Exhale, hover the knee. Inhale up and hover. And up and hover. Pour over that left leg and open it to warrior two. Extended side angle. Inhale back to reverse. Take it back down into downward dog. Pedal it out, wiggle around a little bit, see how things are feeling. You're gonna set up a half pigeon, right foot forward, left foot back. You're gonna toe heel your right foot over to the left. If you have some, blankets or pillows nearby, I really recommend you prop up your right hip. When you come down, you're gonna wiggle into both hips. You're gonna stretch your heart forward and down. You're gonna stay in this basic position, but you're gonna loop your left leg out and in front of you. I'm gonna give you some choices here. Right foot on the inner left thigh. So we're gonna come into a back bend. If that does not interest you, you're gonna come forward into a forward bend. Ardha Mandhalasana, right hand behind. You're gonna push up onto your right knee and left foot, and your left arm is gonna be very heavy behind you. Left palm faces up. Circling back down, if you chose that position, we're all gonna send it to the left leg, taking your hands down and bowing your head. Go ahead and send your hands back to the top of your mat. Get yourself back into downward dog. Left foot forward for a half pigeon on this side. So toe heel over. As you come down, take your time, set yourself up with pillows or props. Slowly coming out of half pigeon, swinging your right leg around to the right. Left foot on inner thigh. Now if you don't want the back bend, you're going to come forward. Otherwise, rooting down through your left knee and right foot. Right arm, right palm faces up, and the arm is very heavy. Now circling back down slowly, drop to the hip and come over the right leg. So you're in a twist, folding over the leg, drop your head. Pushing yourself slowly out of that stretch, come onto your back and give yourself a solid squeeze. Thighs to belly. Rock yourself gently here, side to side. Supine twist with the right leg coming down. Send your left leg over to the right and look over your left shoulder. Come back, give yourself a squeeze, thighs to belly. Send your left leg down to the ground, send your right leg over for supine twist. Come back. I'm a big fan of dead bug pose, but you do anything that feels good here. Rocking yourself side to side, pushing down through your tail, massaging through your lower back. Bring your arms and legs to the ceiling, point and flex your hands and your feet. Roll your ankles, roll out your fingers. Take a deep breath in and float down to Shavasana, corpse pose. Please spend at least 2 to 5 minutes there. And then have some water and have a great day.